a way that the Lions could get not one, but two Pro Bowl edge rushers off the same team in the same trade? Yeah, there's a way that can happen. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Mike Payton with A to Z Sports Detroit, and I'm here to tell you about how the Lions could get right back on track with two Pro Bowl edge rushers from the Tennessee Titans. Let's get into it. First, obviously, the Lions suffered their worst nightmare on Sunday. They lost Aidan Hutchinson for presumably the season. We don't know. Maybe he's got mutant genes like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson did last year, and the Lions are able to get him back by playoff time, Super Bowl maybe, who knows. But for the foreseeable future, Aidan Hutchinson is gone, and the Lions need to find a way to replace him. There is some options. You could go the Max Crosby route. You could hope for the best with Myles Garrett. You could even try to get Hassan Reddick off the Jets. All of those are options that are out there. Crosby, Garrett, really, really hard to accomplish. Reddick is a little bit more. I mean, that could happen. But what about this one over here, the Tennessee Titans? Now, let's talk about the Titans for a second. They're 1-5. They're easily one of the worst teams in the NFL, which sucks because in the offseason, when people ask me which team I thought was going to go worst to first, I picked the Tennessee Titans. So now the Titans just make me look like an idiot. But, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you're wrong in this business. Sometimes you're right. But the Titans have two guys that they would probably like to get off their cap. I know these guys are two good players, and theories and theoretically, you would think that why would the Titans even make this move? But at the same time, this is a team that has just needed a rebuild. They have been needing a rebuild for a long time now. And Will Levis is not working out. They're probably going to be a top 5 pick next year. Both Simmons and Landry are under contracts that don't have a whole lot of dead cap in them. So the Titans could trade them and be, for example, they could trade Simmons at the deadline and they would have him completely off their cap by 2026. It's a pretty similar thing with Harold Landry. Actually, Landry's even better because he doesn't have any guaranteed money on his contract next year or the year after that. So any team can get him on a rental. So both these guys are tradable for the Titans. They could make a move, and the Lions, from their side of things, they can take on those contracts. They're not super huge. Simmons got his in before, everybody started getting theirs in, like Ali McNeil, who just got a huge deal. Simmons is getting paid significantly less than him now. Again, let me just point out real quick, everybody looks at Simmons like he's a defensive tackle, but this guy plays DT and DE. He can play both. As a matter of fact, last week he played defensive end the entire game. It's kind of just how the Titans base their defense, but he could certainly play edge in a 4-3 just like the Lions have. All right, now here are the terms. Here's how this trade is going to work. Like I said, the Lions are going to have to do a little risk here. They're going to have to be risky and make the move. The Lions will get Landry, Simmons, and they're going to have to send away Hendon Hooker, second-round pick Ennis Rakestraw, a 2025 second-round pick, and a 2026 fourth-round pick. Now, I know everybody's like, whoa, wow, that's a lot. Okay, but you're getting two premier players here that can not only help you this season, but can continue to help you next season when you do get Aidan Hutchinson back. If the Lions were to win this Super Bowl this year, we're talking about repeating as Super Bowl champions next year with these type of guys on the roster. Now, you lose Hendon Hooker, that's your backup quarterback. But truth be told, and I think I've made myself pretty clear on this, I've never been a huge fan of that pick. I think he's almost 27 years old. He hasn't taken until Sunday, he hadn't taken an NFL snap yet. And with Jared Goff playing in the level that he is, it's hard to think that Hooker would ever even be a starter for the Lions. Here's a chance for him to go back to Tennessee, a place where he had a ton of success for the Vols, and be a starting quarterback, at least for a little while, get his name out there, find another job next year, or stay with the Titans. I mean, this is a much better situation for Hooker than it is in Detroit, where at this point, it's pretty clear this is Jared Goff's team. Ennis Rakestraw, look, the Titans need a corner. It's as simple as that. And the Lions aren't going to send Carlton Davis over. They're not going to send Terry and Arnold or Amik Robertson. The guy that is going to be of value and is going to draw any interest is going to be that second round draft pick, and it's Rakestraw. And Rakestraw could go over there and start immediately. And, the Titans can work him out, get him ready for season 2 where he's going to be even bigger for them. And then obviously, you can't ask for Jeffrey Simmons without getting a day 2 pick. And I know that some people out there think that maybe he's worth a day 1 pick. I don't really see that. I think Jeffrey's a really good player, but he's not at the level where I think you have to trade a first round pick to get it. And then, because he gave Rakestraw to the Titans, I figured that would be enough to push that 4th round pick that was going to be a 2025 pick to 2026, just to balance things out a little bit more. But I think the Titans wind up getting potentially their starting quarterback for the rest of the season, maybe longer if he works out. They get a starting cornerback. They get a day 2 pick and then a top of the day 3 pick. I mean, could you really ask for that's a lot. That's a lot for the Titans. If I were Tennessee, I would take this deal, and I would free up the cash, and I would make myself able to do a lot more next year. We'll see, what happens. This is all just talk at this point. Obviously, there's no rumor that this trade is going to happen. There's nothing to this. This is just an idea that I'm putting out there that I think would work out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And we will see you guys next time.